What's up,
Yo, what's
guys?
going on, guys? What's going
Oh,
on,
King's
everybody? Welcome
frozen.
to Terra. I'm frozen. You were frozen for me. I don't have lag here.
No,
I have 2 gigabit here. You lag. Quiet over
it's
there.
okay. It's good now. It's good now. No problem.
Oh man.
What's going
All
on,
right. What's
everybody?
going on? What's up? TerraHash Tuesday. It's your boy, Mining King, and we got Hawk over here. I had to do it like that. That was funny. Oh man. So what's going on, Hawk? What's going on today, buddy? How's everything down there? I haven't even checked in with you today, man. I had to take my kids to the dentist and stuff, so
I know we
I've been
haven't
just
talked a lot today. Just a lot going on this week, and it's just trying to get everything up and running. These guys are running into roadblocks, installing stuff, and having to run to Home Depot back and forth, and um, it's just Mike's been here all day doing a lot of the work, and I just got here like a few hours ago, so I'm gonna have to pick up the rest of it tonight. I'm gonna be here late, trying to get all these GPUs and these ASIC guys ready for deployment this week, because then we have to leave out of town. So just a lot going on, bro. So and there's been very little sleep, unfortunately, but it's all good.
late nights there. I remember those nights. But we also had a lot of fun though when we get off work, man. We all BS and drink beer and hang out on the porch, you know what I mean, after the work day, which was cool, man. Miss those nights. It was fun. I took, like I said, took the kids to the dentist, and then I cleaned the garage up a little bit, and then I've been messing with that 12 card GPU rig, dude. That thing is. I don't miss air. I don't miss mining frames and risers. I don't miss it. Not one bit. I don't miss it. So right now I'm testing the. I keep getting all the cards to be able to come up right on the motherboard, but
Right.
then always one of the AMD cards drops off when it gets to Hive. They always drop off, and then I get a bunch of other errors within like 5 minutes. So right now I'm just messing with the 4 NVIDIA cards right now, right? Mining with those, making sure they're solid. Then I'll just start adding one AMD at a time and just do the
With
old
those,
school, one at a time trick. You know what I mean? That just takes forever. So
yep.
that's what I'm doing today. But I am mining a new. I'm not going to say it's pretty new, and it's kind of under the radar. There's only like 8 to 10 gig of hash on it right now, and it's selling for 42 cents on an exchange. So I'm solo mining it with a couple of my other cards. So it's flying right under the radar. Right? Nobody knows about it yet, and I'm not putting it on the stream. I'm not pulling a panda. I need to get my bag first, and then I'll show you guys.
Right. No, yeah, no, I get it. I get it. I'm sorry, bro. My head's like all over the place today, and it's just so much going
Yeah.
on. I was on a 2-hour call on the way up here, and I'm just tired, man. Just tired. Just so much stuff going on, and my phone keeps ringing and buzzing, and I have to organize these clients and all that stuff, dude. We just got tons of work to do. Tons of work to do before everything gets done. So. Yeah.
Oh, we got Big Rondi in the house here. Yeah, if you want to help me troubleshoot it, Rondi, I'm game, man. I got like a couple different risers on there because I ran out of GPUrisers.com risers. I had a couple of AAA wave ones, the 10 cap ones. So
All right,
I've swapped.
I gotta respond to Crypto Bedell real quick, dude. GPU Risers is partnered with Terra Hosting, so when it comes to repurposing and replacing and doing pads and stuff, that's going to be through GPU Risers, but it's done here because GPU Risers is headquarters here at the facility. So it's not through a third party company. We do it, but it has to go through GPU Risers because Terra Hosting is a service company. GPU Risers is a retail company. So when it goes through GPU Risers, the sales will go through GPU Risers, and then we'll service it for you here. Just
Right.
better than typing it.
It's so what it comes down to, man, is like, let's just be straight. It's a tax thing, right? We're a service company, so we don't want to like sell stuff, right? Like sell like actual tangible items. So that's why it's going through GPU risers. So, but all the actual work will be done there at the facility because GPU risers is going to be in there anyways. So it's just it's a whole tax thing. You know what I mean? That's Vistang's department. You know what I mean? He says we should do it this way. So
Yeah,
you know,
he's the
he's
tax
the
attorney, and he's
yeah.
the guy who puts it all through. And GPU Risers is still their own company, so it has to be done through GPU Risers, and then we'll install it. So he's okay. So anyway, yeah, it's just the replacing is got to go through that. It's not he says it's a lot of BS to go through. It seems to replace a fan. Okay, well, that's your opinion, bro. I got nothing to respond to that. It's not a lot of BS. If you need to replace the fan, you order the fan, you send it to me, and I'll put it in for you. It doesn't really take that long to do things. So, anyway, we got the 800 amps good to go. We're almost there. So
Are they just doing the rest of the conduit and everything, right? And like all the stuff, right? For the power actually to go out from the actual
they did everything
service.
They did everything really good underground. Everything looks so clean and just good to go. So I was really impressed today. I walked in, I was like, wow, this looks like amazing. It's clean, everything's strut to the ground. Like the permits are being submitted tomorrow, 150% with to get redone. So it's fine. The work is there. So it's a rough anyway, and we're good to go. So we finished the all the drawings and stuff will be sent over tomorrow, and that's pretty much it. So, and it's for the rest of the whole place. So,
PC Minds has a question for you, Hawk. He said he tried to DM you or Vistang, it looks like, in Discord, but there was no answer. Looks like he was trying to get in contact, I think, with Vistang, maybe. So you could always go to the TerraHosting.io website and go to the contact us, and that will go directly to Hawk and Vistang, those emails. Yep. So I would recommend getting in contact with them that way. Everybody has lots of Discord messages, you know what I mean? So sometimes those, everybody tries to get them, but I think emails are a better way to get in contact with those guys.
Yeah. It's just a lot, man. It's a lot. Like I was even thinking of crashing at the facility tonight because of all the work we have to do. Like Mike's been here all day. Adam's here now getting another client put into R8s. And then I got a lot of work to do, bro. Like it's just tons of stuff. I'm hoping to get this power done tomorrow. I'm hoping to get everybody turned on tomorrow. I'm going to get here early in the morning and get it done. Geek of all trade, talk crypto mining. Congrats on the forward momentum. You look stressed, bro. Yeah, I appreciate it. Bro. It's a lot, dog. It's a lot. Like my voice is gone. I'm stressed out. I haven't slept. Like this is probably hell week here, honestly, but we're almost there.
Yeah, I mean, once everything's operational and we're moving, man, it'll be a little weight off our shoulders, right? We're trying to get everything up and going right now, so it's pretty stressful.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good listen. Don't get me wrong. Like this is a good problem to have, right? We have clients rolling in. I was talking to a few people today on the phone. Like things are coming in. Like we haven't even advertised. Like which is really astounding when you think about the community coming together and everybody like saying, "Hey, you guys are great. We love you. We want to host with you, and we'll pay the premium because we know we can trust you." I mean, trust is so. The phone call I had today, the majority of it was around trust. And people don't trust a lot of these hosting companies, and we got to change that, right? We got to change that that persona with hosting companies. We've got to come in and we got to say, guys, we're going to give you 150% transparency, whatever you need. We want to build our trust with you guys. So it's just, it takes a little bit of convincing, and I understand our prices are not the lowest, but moving forward they will be. It's just getting us to that point. And I mean, I can't believe it. I mean, I'm still in shock that this guy with the KA3 order came in, and I think that's just crazy to me. But Stefan Cicero says, just getting in at Hall Crypto Mining. Any news on Lumen? So we have a meeting with Lumen on Friday to get an update. Looks like the permits with the city are being pushed through, which is really good. So once those are done, then they're going to be giving us an install date. So I'm thinking conservatively, I think at April at the latest, I think we'll be lit, to be honest with you. I don't think it's going to take much longer than that. Ted's All Crypto Mining. New England didn't swim by and pick me up. I said I would be a free play labor for you guys. Oh man, yeah, New England Crypto, man. He's gonna be here. He's gonna be here soon tomorrow. Yeah, so it's that's why I'm trying to get a lot of this done tonight. So when he gets here, I can talk to him, and he doesn't have to see a mess that's back in here now. Red Panda, All Crypto Mining, love it. This will be all worth it in the end. I pray, man. I'm praying, bro. I'm so tired. I need a break. I can't wait. I hopefully got a nice little vacation coming up next month for a week. I can take a day off. Yeah, once Crypto Craig, you're right, bro. Once we get that 800 amp and it's there. Like it's already wired. It's good to go. We just got to get the outlets up and got to run everything underground and it's it's tedious work according to the electrician. It just takes time. So yeah. So I appreciate the support, guys, really. And me and King, everybody here, we appreciate the support. I mean, look at Adam, dude. Adam's getting up to go to work, bro, at 8 in the morning. And then he works till 3 and he's here all night with me. So the kid's pulling double the hours and it's crazy. But so
yeah, he's a good kid, man. He works hard.
Yeah, he does. He's busting his ass, dude. I give him tons of credit. He's really busting his ass. So anyway, Sophos 1990 says, Hall Crypto Mine, during the ETH boom, I was hosting with Pro Direct. I was not that happy from a customer's perspective. All you guys have to have is quick response and good communication. And that's more than half of it. You know what I mean? Like, this is why having the Terra Discord is so important, because I send updates through there. Like I'm easily accessible. My clients have my phone number. They can call me whenever they want. If I don't answer, I always call them back. Having that relationship is important, in my opinion, especially when they're sending you thousands of dollars worth of stuff. You want to be able to trust the people that you're with. And that's why we offer trust as a service. It comes free. It's something that we give everybody and we want everybody to have. And that's why we've pushed it, So.
Well, I'm going to interrupt you for 1 sec here. Thanks, Rondi, for the $20 super chat. King, Uber Eats, Hot Crypto Mining, a cheer me up Irish cream cold brew from Starbucks for me, please. I don't know if that's what he drinks.
Sounds fantastic.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's coming along. I got some really good news today. I don't want to share anything yet because it's not set in stone, but I got some really good news today, and I can't wait to I just can't wait to tell everybody, but it's all good, man. Like I just gotta wait. But I need we need like one more of each of us. You know what I'm saying? Like we need one more King, we need one more Hawk, we need one more Mike, we need one more Adam, and we'll be all right. It's all part of the process. I mean, guys, like we started this company going all in, right? I mean, basically just going, here you go, all in, right? And not playing like conservatively at all. We just kind of went aggressive. Like you're in the fourth quarter, you're down a touchdown, you got 3 minutes left, no timeouts. It's just time to start throwing. And we've been making every first down, knock on wood. And it's just been like that. And right now we're on the 1 yard line and we're about to run it in. As soon as these 800 amps get live, it's gonna be touch and go. So it's crypto mining. You're gonna need a dedicated customer service rep. You can't let all that land on your shoulders and be forward thinking. Yes, I agree. When we can afford one, I will definitely do that. 150%.
Yeah, like eventually, we'd like to bring people on, you know what I mean? But as far as like right now, our goal is like the three owners now, right, as it's been reconstructed, is we don't plan on taking pay for a couple of years from this thing, right? So there's no paychecks being distributed to anybody except for except for Adam, because he's an employee for right now. But there's none of the owners will be taking any kind of pay whatsoever. So if we could if we could pay somebody like to do that sort of stuff, then that could be something down the road. But we're growing, and when things are really tight on the budget, you just everybody has to kind of wear more than one hat. You know what I mean? You know,
Right.
um, we all wear different hats all the time, multiple hats. So right now, you can't just be the one hat guy. You have to be like nine hats.
Right.
I do have a question though for some of the people who recently started with us. Though, how do you guys like the support ticket system in the Discord? Because that was I'm gonna give the credit all to Vistang on that. That was his idea. So do you guys like that? I think it's pretty good. So let us know for the people who are down here. I know Joker Miners down here and Overboard Tech. Um, any of you guys that are you know out here, let us know if you guys like that support system, or if there's anything that you guys would like to see change about it.
Yeah. Um, a few people are asking what happened with Yeti. Yeti had to leave the company, guys, for he had a personal issue with his family and his business, and he was really cool in explaining that he couldn't commit and he didn't want to do it. So he didn't want to put a burden on the company. So he just said, "Listen, guys, I can help with whenever I get a chance, but I don't have the time to commit to Terra right now. I have my own company and some family things, so no problem there. We love Yeti, and it's just no hard feelings at all. So just I know a few
Mm,
people brought that up in the chat. I just want to address it.
yeah. Uh,
Um,
Crypto Bedell, are you asking if are we open for business? We could take GPU and ASIC hosting clients
right
right
now,
now,
yeah,
yes,
yeah,
but no server or co-locations. So this is kind of where we're a little different than most people, right? Because most of these other companies, and I think everybody, some people, even Crypto Bedell forgets this, is we're not just a bunch of miners making a mining facility. Like there's going to be servers and colos over there. We're going to have 100 gigabit access. So this is not just for mining. So, um, which is the issue is our biggest thing right now is just Lumen, right? So it's the process that we have to go through, and it's not like your everyday residential, like, hey, you're getting Comcast next week, you know what I mean, and they're going to plug in a little modem and then you're going to be good to go. That's definitely not what's happening here. So they have to bore into through everything like that, you know what I mean. They have to see what stuff they can access from previous fiber lines that went into the building, if they can even reuse any of that stuff, or if they have to do all new, they have to bore all new stuff. So they have to go through all of those steps, permits, all that stuff, you know what I mean. So it's a long process, and
it is.
we we can't make it go any faster, you know what I mean? And trust me, like Hawks, like they're every other day texting the guy saying, "Hey, we need it like 2 months
Dude,
ago." Like
dude, yeah, like
they won't
I
go any
annoy
faster. They won't go.
I annoy
They will
Lumen
not.
so bad. Oh my god, those poor Lumen guys, dude. They get it. They get it all from me. They're great guys, though. I should say
They're really nice guys. They're easy to work with. You know what I mean? They're really upfront and they give you lots of information. I wouldn't choose a different company, but it's just it's a bunch of red tape, right? And you are right, Geek of all trades, 90 to
right.
120 days, but it's actually it was up to 90 business days. So weekends don't count,
Business
which is
days, yeah.
even longer, which I think is like 5.5 months. I think, I don't know if my calculation's correct. I think that was a guess, but it does take time. So they say that we could get it early, but maybe we hit a snag and we have to wait that amount of time. There's we have no promise of a date yet. They
So
refuse to give us one.
I think it's, and I'll be honest with you guys. I think once the permit hits the approval, then they'll give us a date. They were, that calculation was, they were assuming worst case scenario 45 days for a permit. I don't even think it'll be that. I think max 2 weeks, maybe 3. So I don't, that time could be really cut in half. It's just kind of just waiting. And this is the problem with like enterprise level stuff, is that it's great when it's there, but to get there is like, you ever see like a truck pulling a really heavy load, and it's really expensive, but it drives very slow versus like having a car and you can speed through. This is like us pulling like one of those oversized load trailers. Like that, it's got to be slow and methodical to get done right. Otherwise, we're just going to be, it's going to be crazy. Crypto Bedell said, I asked if it was open to the public. Do you have a certain requirements for someone to host? No, the only requirement we have, you can host a minimum of 4 GPUs. That's the minimum to start. You can grow that as you want. Send us one at a time, whatever you want. Just label your box, let us know. And then what we'll do is you just grow. You can kind of grow with us, or you can grow on your own whenever you have money. It's only $100 deposit for orders of under 10 octo miners. So anything under 10 octo miners, then we have to charge electric up front. Same thing for ASICs, but anything under that for individual orders, it's just $100 deposit up front. And we are working on a lower electric solution now, which is good. So that's already in the works and moving, but nothing set in stone yet. But we are working to lower our cost for electric, and that's going to come.
It's a $10 a month right now rig rental through through GPU risers for the server cases, and that's I think that's a temporary run, right? Because I think was that going to be a temporary for this month? I think.
Yeah. So I think the way we're going to do it is that's just a promo to help get people through the door. Just to let everybody know, like, hey, help us get started. We'll give you this really sweet deal. $10 a month for a, what probably arguably the best server case made for GPU mining is a really good deal. After March, we're probably going to push it it's got to be pushed up to like $25. We haven't decided yet, but still, even $20, $25 a month to rent a server case. I mean, guys, that's a crazy deal in my opinion. Crazy deal. Seb FinTech, what's up, man? Good to see you in the chat. Appreciate the talk we had today, man. It was really productive and can't wait to move forward. Joker Miner says, Hawk Crypto Mining, ASIC's going to be strong. ASIC's been going strong since reset. Yeah. You can thank Adam for that. Adam has really took your ASICs and he's like, dude, these things keep going down. I gotta fix them. Like, it's bothering me. So he went in there and fixed everything and got them all running. So and they're smooth. So everything looks good with that, and I'm glad that that's running. They're doing good too. They're right on par. They're staying pretty consistent. So yeah, the Octo rental is a good deal, and it's a perk of being partnered with GPU risers. So it's not bad. So let's see. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Seb's good dude, man. I had a long talk with Sebs today, man. I appreciate it, my brother.
I know that I know at least there's a couple people in chat who've kind of mentioned that the electric's high compared to some competitors, right? Once again, though, lower deposit, and you get a rig rental, and you could send us your cards, right? There's other places. I'm not saying everybody does this, but there are other places that do make you buy their cards and do make you buy their cases outright, and we don't. But just think about it this way, though. I know ours is a little bit higher, but you also don't have to worry about electrical infrastructure, cooling your GPUs anymore. You don't have to worry about noise. You don't have to worry about buying mining motherboards, building airframes anymore, doing any of that. Just send the GPU in the mail. That's all you got to do is just have it shipped here, or buy it from Amazon or Newegg and have it drop ship here. It's that easy. Right. So it's a little bit of a convenience thing. So that I think that speaks for itself. And I'm horrible at being a marketing guy. That was my that was me trying to do it right there. That was awful.
So no, it's fine. So I actually, what's funny is I had a guy hit me up on Twitter actually from Canada, and He hits me up. He says, "Hey, I got 200 GPUs, right?" And I said, "Cool." He goes, "You guys deploy them in server cases?" I'm like, "Yes, we do." And he's like, "What's the cost?" Here's the cost. And I said, "Well, this is the $10." And he goes, "Wait a minute. So what do you need up front?" I said, "Just a month worth of electric." And he went, "That's it?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "Now we're a little higher in kilowatt per hour." He says, "Dude, like honestly, the vibe that I was getting was he just wants someone that he trusts to have his stuff and that knows that'll take care of him, because people will pay a little bit more just to sit back and collect and not have to worry about it. We take the worry. It's like a concierge service." Crypto Bedell, Hawk Crypto Mining, you said before we would have to pay GPU risers for the repairs. No, it's not what I said. What I said was you have to buy the pads from GPU risers and then we'll put them in for you. That's what I said. Or I'm sorry if I wasn't clear on that.
The product buying, like buying
product
the
buying has to go
pads,
to GPU risers.
it
Dude,
has to,
you should see the stack of pads and risers that are in this place right now. We have ridiculous amounts of thermal pads. All I have to do is get the phone call saying, "Hey, Crypto Bedell bought, two packs of pads. He wants his GPUs replaced, his pads replaced. No problem. Maybe if it's, I'll do them. If it's Adam, maybe we'll just charge by the, like $10, $15 an hour, whatever. I don't know. And then we'll just replace it for you and get it back in there as fast as we can." That's how that's going to work.
I don't think it's as hard as you're trying to make it out to, Bedell. I think you're trying to make it confusing for people. It's you go to this GPU risers who's in the building and partnered with us, so he already knows, who the customers are, and then it's just keeping the transactions separate because it's just for tax implications. That's it. It's not that difficult. It's 2 websites.
It's very easy. I'm even adding a link into the My Account area to the GPU Risers website. So when you go log into your account, you can see, you could just go there, purchase the order in the memo section of the purchase. You could just put, Terra hosting, client purchase, and then I'll get the phone call immediately because it goes to his phone. He'll say, "Hey, this guy's paid. You can go ahead and start, repairing his stuff."
Also, I mean, GPU Risers does have like the best pads on the market right now. So, I mean, why would you want to go anywhere else? You know what I mean? So,
yeah, he does have the best stuff on the market right now. So, yeah. So anyway, that's just how that has to go, because we are a service company. We don't do any sales here, so that's how that goes. We don't even make money on the ASIC sales. I'm just the broker, just to get the contract. We don't even make money on the ASICs. So that's the idea. So that's how that is.
So how about you want to take a couple callers in today? You want to take a couple people in?
Yeah, we can. Are you guys going to fix the website trying to purchase the rig rentals? Yes. So don't purchase the rig. Okay, so this was a thing that New England brought up to me real quick. The rig rental will be tacked on to the end invoice that you get at the end of the month. So I had that taken down on the website or it's supposed to be taken down because that is something that we add to the bill. That's not something that you have to purchase. The only thing you have to purchase is the deposit per rig. That's it. So that was a mistake on our end, that you have to, you don't have to worry about the rig rental fee. That'll be added on your first month's bill. So that's what that meant. So GPU Risers did say we can offer clients 40 to 50% off the pads.
Whoa, what?
Yeah.
Dang, half off?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, almost half off. Yeah. I mean,
this thing coming idea, in there.
Man. I mean, yeah, that's the idea. So
Panda, I pinned the link. Call in. I don't want to hear you're eating nuggets or you're freaking at the mall, or you know what I mean, you're at your basement or whatever. Yeah, he always has an excuse. Man.
Yeah, you guys can call in. You can ask us questions face to face. Just remember, have a webcam. No BS. Don't because That's just, be nice and be fair. I don't mind questions. I don't mind questions. You guys can ask me all the hard questions you want. It doesn't matter. We'll be open and honest with everybody about everything because that's just what we do. And
okay, hold on. Panda just said he's cooking dinner right now. Well, come on, man. Let's do cooking with Panda. Let's do it. Let's get the stove view.
my God.
We could do cooking with Panda. Oh man. So here, PC Mind says, I'm a web dev. If you guys need any help support, I'm willing to help you guys. Oh, well, thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
We all three of us been learning the WordPress game, so it's been pretty fun to learn that.
I feel like a WordPress master by now. And with a little help from Chili, I think we got it down packed. I'm not even gonna lie to you. So oh man. So
Mr. Twix has a good point because this is a promo for the $10 a month for the cases. He's asking if he gets a case, let's say within the promo time, is that for the life of his service or just for the first year of the for his first contract?
Say that one more time. I'm so sorry.
He's asking is if he gets the $10 rig rental right now, right?
Right.
Does he get it only for the 1 year contract or does he get it for the life that he's with us?
This is something I got to talk to GPU risers about. It's right now, it's not set in stone. Right now, it's just for the term of the contract. But that doesn't mean that we don't give our legacy clients a better deal. So like the first 25 clients that we have are legacy clients. After that, everybody's just kind of, and I think we're up to, I'll tell you right now, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
he's
8,
looking in the bookie. He's looking in his bookie
9,
paper.
10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
You could tell he's Italian. Look, he's keeping it on paper like an old school bookie.
Well, that's 12 actually, because the cumulus ones don't count. Yeah, so right now we only have 13 clients. So there's 12 more spots for legacy clients. Legacy clients are the people that'll help us out getting us started. And if they stay with us, they just reap more benefits down the line. If that
right.
could be anything, could be a giveaway that we're doing that coming up shortly for those clients. I mean, everybody. That's how we give back for helping us. And that's you guys got to understand, like, we're not taking paychecks from this at least for a year, at least. So it's just like throwing every dollar we get back in to the business. And that's just to keep growing.
I think Mr. Twix misunderstood. I know you made a Terra hosting account, but you need to actually host with us to have that count as a legacy client. As well as, as our power goes down, right? As we hit milestones, you know what I mean? Your power goes down. But that also will go over to our internet area, right? As we get more bandwidth, because we're on 100 gig access, but we're committing to 10. As we increase in increments of like 20, 30, 40, 50 gigs, right? The price of the internet drops dramatically, right? So
which drops the overall bill as well.
So when we get cheaper internet, we will also reduce our Cumulus nodes and other services like that as well. And that's built into your guys' contracts.
It is. And it's we're giving everything we got. Like I was talking, I'll be honest with you guys. Like I was so stressed out the other day. I'm walking around the facility and I'm just like, oh my God, man, like I got everything in this. And I'm talking to King and we're all like supporting each other because it's like the three pillars of power. Like if I'm going down or I'm stressed out, Mike will come pick up the slack or King will come pick up the slack. If King's having a bad day, me and Mike will pick up the slack. And this is the beautiful thing about having partners who are on the same page as you. I say this all the time. Like I looked at King and Mike on the phone. I was getting a little emotional. I was like, guys, I can't do this without you. Like, and they know that. And Mike, God bless Mike's heart, really. I mean, Mike gets up mad early in the morning. He's up at crack. I sleep in because I'm a night owl.
Hold on. Your definition of crack is way different than most people's.
No, he's up at crack, bro. He's up at like 7:30.
It's like 8. That's not crack, all right? I used to wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning to go to work at my galvanizing plant. It was still dark out, and when I got off work, it was dark. So 8 o'clock's not crack. That's sleeping in. That's sleeping in. Although I've been on a really bad sleep schedule lately. I've been going to bed like at 2, 3 in the morning. Like I've been definitely on a different sleep schedule since I've been on Florida.
So Chump Chain says it's been a Kingsman for 5 months while he was probably sitting on my rig swinging his feet. No, man, never. I was never doing that. Detroit Irish, you are already there, man. You're already in the legacy because you've already prepaid, and I'm just waiting for you to bring your stuff. No problem, brother. Already there. Morning Starbucks rewinds the clock 2 hours. Don't worry. Yeah. So a lot of people. Andrew C said, wait till his baby comes. So
yeah.
This is why we're hustling so hard. Oh, well, I'm hustling so hard is because when he comes in May, that means that, I'm going to take a month or two off from all this. I'm going to be working from home, but the facility is up. You know what I mean? Like everything is kind of smooth cruising. Everybody's good to go. And, all that. So that's just a way to like, just kind of just chill. You know what I mean? And not worry about it. So yeah. So that's just what it is. Hold on. I got to send a message to someone.
All right. Little time mining looks like he's joining us. He wants to know what legacy customers are. Want to know what it means.
Legacy customers.
I'll let Hawk explain it.
Okay. Legacy customers are people who help us get started. We understand that the prices are high, but these are people we feel that invest into us. Okay, that's what legacy means. These are the first people that could have went somewhere else, but they came here instead because they believed in what we're doing and they believed in our project. These people who took a chance on us will reap those benefits. Listen, I've had contracts, guys. People call me, we send them contracts, and they go, "Well, I can get it cheaper somewhere else. I'd rather not." And it's no hard feelings. We get it. Like I get it. Like cheaper electric is always the way to go. So we understand that, which is why we're working simultaneously while getting this facility up, trying to lower at the energy costs as fast as we can. So that's it's a journey with us. Like in a year from now, I'm going to call the legacy clients, all those people that helped us get started. And you never know what the conversation may be like, hey, I got this for you. This is a thank you from Terra. And then it's just it's just a way to keep it all going. You know what I mean? Travis P says, I have a Cumulus node at my house, but my connection isn't fast enough. I have a very small PC, Dell OptiPlex 7040. Would it be an option for me to send that PC down to run the node? Sure. You can send the PC down to run the node.
I was going to say that's up to you if you want the PC to be ran, or it would cost you the same price if we just use one of the VMs that I'm going to have set up. So that way you could keep the OptiPlex there if you maybe could use it for something else. Maybe use it for your core wallets or something, right? Like a little PC to keep all your core wallets on. It would cost you the same amount of money to host the node either way, right? Because it's still the same bandwidth requirement. So you could just order a node through us, a Cumulus node, and that way you can keep the OptiPlex at home. Also, it'll save you costs on shipping too, because those old I don't know if it's a slim OptiPlex or one of those like towers, you know what I mean? Those get a little expensive to ship.
Yeah. So
the Traveler's Travels. You gotta read that first.
What did he say? He says, King will write a novel about your greatness and you'll be immortalized. Yeah. It's not us, man. I couldn't do this without them guys. Like I ran Hawk and I succeeded in knowing that I know what it takes to make this work. Right. That's what I learned at my facility. And then when King and Mike came in and Yeti at the time, it was like, all right, we were discussing positions of who needs to do what position and everything. And I didn't fight for the front CEO. Mike and King and Yeti thought that that's where I should be because I already know what the operation side looks like. Nobody else has run a hosting facility. So, and I'm still learning, obviously. I don't know all of it, but a lot of what we would have spent learning, I already did. So it's like, yes, we need this. No, don't buy that because I wasted money on that already. Buy this. We went through all these loops and bounds already. So, Red Panda Mining, I'm Terra Hosting's mascot. Oh God, I love you, Panda. You're the best. Man. So you're the best. But Travis, if you want to send it over, you can. Hit me up in the Discord. If you don't have King, do you have a link to the Discord, the invite for the Discord in the chat? If you guys want to call in, the link is above. Call in. You can ask us anything you want if you want to talk. No problem there. I don't have any issues with that. So obviously King's got the thing, so I can't see when someone calls in. So make sure you message if you're waiting. That's the Discord. Get in the Discord. You guys can DM me. You go to the hosting section. You can ask any questions you want. Yulecoin says, Hawk, you look beat. Hope the electrical stuff installing smoothly from this point on. Love Terra Hosting LLC. Yulecoin, thanks, man. I appreciate it, dude. Thank you for everything, man. It's one of our clients as well. Good dude. So things are moving on the up and up, man. I can't complain. It's just I'll be honest with you. I did not expect everything to happen this fast. We didn't expect it at all. But it's great, and it's a great problem to have. And we're gonna get everybody online. I mean, if I showed you guys the mess back there now, you guys would be like, "Oh my God, it's gonna take days." But it's not. It's gonna take a day or two to get everything up. So it's just roadblock after roadblock, hurdle after hurdle. I mean, we feel like track stars by now. I'm just hurdling jumps at every move I can, and it's just it's crazy. So, but yeah, so it's all good to go. If you guys
hold on. I'm gonna bring this guy on. All right, I hid you from the channel for a freaking reason. Okay, I bring you in here. I'll bring you in here. Okay, but. If you keep up what you were doing, man, I'll just kick you right off. All right? I'm letting you know right now ahead of time. All right? Because you've been doing it to us the last few streams, and I've been letting it go, but I'm getting tired of it. All right? So I'm letting you know right now, and he already knows what's going on. What's going on, Bedell?
What's up, bro?
Just chilling in my office, man. I mean, it's a mess.
Listen, texting is a terrible way to miscommunicate. So why don't you? What are some of the concerns and questions that you have? Because it's always read in the worst tone possible.
I didn't like King said. He said he thinks it's been going on the last few streams. I don't think it did, but it is what it is.
There's been a few comments that have been, but it's fine. And see, look, I don't hold grudges or nothing, man. That's why I brought you in. Really
I mean, to me, you guys are YouTube people, right?
Right.
Influencers. You're here to make videos, but the last however many months, you guys have all been chilling one thing. And I get it why you do, but you're also
would it be shilling really if it was your business? Videos. I'm not making videos.
Hold on, wait a minute. Let me
now see that now see once again you're touching that territory again, but you're saying I'm not making videos. You may want to go refresh and go check the video section out.
Well, yeah, you just had that I mined solo block video. I think it came out today?
No, that was Friday, that was Monday.
The notice.
Yeah.
But my phone gives me notices Friday, way later.
But I'm saying is so here's my question then is Comcast or Xfinity or CenturyLink or McDonald's or any of those other companies that have commercials out there, right? They're promoting their business, right? Because they need customers, right? That's why they promote their business, right? So I don't
right.
So me and Hawk are part of this business, right? As well as our other partner Vistang right now. And obviously we're not even really promoting it. We're just kind of mentioning some of the things that we're working on. Red Panda Mining, right? He took you through his whole home project, right? Things, updates, hey, this is going on with my house. A lot of this stuff wasn't even related to mining a lot of the time, right? Because it's what was relative to what he's doing in his life, right? Or what he's working on. You know what I mean? So
Right.
that's kind of what we're doing. Is obviously most of our time and focus right now is obviously on our hosting facility.
And your content kind of goes along with the work that you guys have been doing is nothing but said company.
Right.
Right.
That's because
But
that's the main
that's
focus. Hold on.
that's
Let me. I got this. When you put 300 grand into a company of your own money, okay, then respectfully, when you put that much money into your own company, the last thing you're going to be focused on is making videos. Now, with that being said, there are 3 of us hosting. So the work gets spreads out evenly. Right now, me and Mike are here, so we have the brunt. We gave King a break because King was here for a month every day, working every day. So King is up to making, King is up to making his videos. I haven't made videos because I'm just busy all the time. Yes, of course we're gonna shill our business, I guess that's what you want to call it, because why wouldn't I? Everybody has to promote their business at one point or another. So our streams talk about our facility and our progress moving forward. And we interact with the community because the community gives us suggestions. They give us challenging questions, which is fine. I don't have problems with that. And we do the best we can. We're starting a company. We're going all in. And that number, is not even really the real number. The number is a lot higher. So like we all went in to show our journey with this. Yeah, we're going to talk about it because this is the most important thing in all 3 of our lives right now. Outside of this is the single most important thing in my life right now. So yeah, everything I'm going to talk about is the facility and what we're doing to show everybody we're making progress. This is what we're doing. This is it. Of course, we're going to talk about our company. Why wouldn't we? It's if you and listen, with all due respect, and I mean this respectfully, this is not personal. With all due respect, if you don't like it, it's very easy just to hit escape, and you don't have to watch it when we talk about it. Because I get it. Sometimes when you hear things repeatedly, it gets annoying, and you want to watch stuff on content. Like I get it. I hate when people repeat themselves. I understand that, but like, we have a business that we're trying to promote. And we're trying to gain steam on. And thank the Lord, through the grace of God, it's moving in the right direction. Thank God, because we have a really supportive community. It's very hard, it's very hard sometimes. Like, and I don't mind talking about these things because I get it, dog. Like, you go from making content and now it's just like, it appears like we're just shilling a company. It's only temporary until the company gets up and running. And then it goes back to content. It goes in like this constant cycle of things. Right. So it's just what it is right now. That's all. It's just what it is. This is what we're talking about. We don't even bring it up on the Misfit Mining Saturday Night Live as often. Chump actually brought it up. I didn't even mention it because I don't want to shove it down people's throats about what we're doing because then that's annoying. But the last few Saturday Night Live,
you guys did. I feel you guys did that quite a bit. And I think maybe because of my comments or other people, you guys maybe scaled it back since then.
I let Hawk deal with all the promoting because I'm not a marketing guy. But
Phil, wait, I'm sorry. I missed
he's asking if we scaled it back because of what he says or other people say.
No, we scale it back because
I'm not saying that that's what you did. I'm just saying that from us, other people, well, mainly me, because I can't speak for other people and I won't. But that's what it seems like is, I made a couple comments before to Hawk,
right.
And he's like, "Dude, you don't like it? Just unsubscribe."
No,
and
I mean, because
I waited a little while.
Okay, hold on. Because at what point do you give your opinion, and then at what point does it become borderline disrespectful? You understand what I'm saying? It's like if I say if you keep bringing it up every time we talk, or we have a show, which is, listen, bro, you're entitled to your opinion. Opinions are like assholes. Everybody's got one. Okay, and I'm okay with that. Because I'm in business and I get it, especially the restaurant business. where everybody complains at times and everybody says things at times, and it is what it is. But at what point have you made your point known? And I've heard you hundreds of times, and I take what you say into consideration. Don't think I don't. I take everything everybody says into consideration. And yes, part of me dialing back a little bit, okay, is because you're maybe it's being perceived by a few that maybe it's a little too much. So we dial it back, and we kind of just do it in waves. Or if we have a major update like today, then we bring it back up and we talk about it. You understand what I'm saying? So that's how that goes. I mean, clearly, man, with all due respect, like if you don't like what I'm doing or what we're doing, then dude, honestly, you don't have to watch us, man. Like, it's no hard feelings. It really isn't. I don't wish you ill or anything else. I just don't want to keep having this conversation because we're trying to inform the community, and I'm reading all the comments, and I see these comments, and you're telling me I know what to say because I'm a cop. That means I know how to lie. Dude, let me tell you something. With all due respect, and I'm going to say this from the bottom of my heart, I haven't lied about a single fucking thing, about anything. I haven't lied to anybody. I'm in business with some of the best people and around the best community, and I haven't lied about nothing. I'm so fucking transparent. I'm like a piece of glass. Okay, so I don't have to lie to nobody about nothing. I have nothing to hide from no one. I FaceTime my fucking customers. I let everybody know what's going on. Okay, they can call my cell phone. They have my cell phone number. There's no reason for me to lie to nobody.
I never once called you a liar.
Well, did you read your comment earlier? Because that's not the way it was perceived, bro. It's not perceived the way that you're saying. It's perceived like, oh, he's a cop, so he knows how to lie. That's what you said.
All right. So hold on. This is just going to be this argument.
No, I'm not being real. No, hold on. No. Be cordial. Be cordial. It's fine. I'm not mad at him. I'm just telling you, like, from what you mean and what it's perceived, it's completely different.
Well, I'm just saying though, like, if I was to say, hey, to be honest, does that mean I'm going to say something honest to you, or am I going to lie to you? Because you don't really know.
Well, I mean,
nobody knows.
Everybody.
He says that a lot when he says stuff. He just says that to be honest with you, King. This is what we should do. He says that to me all the time. So
it's more of an expression. I mean, you're hanging on.
But I mean, you don't know that because you don't talk to him all the time. But he does say that quite often. I wouldn't.
No, I know people that say that all the time too. And I'm not going to say anything more, but it is what it is. But no, I do support you guys, and I hope you guys the best. I was just simply asking questions, and I know it came off the wrong way.
Bedell,
and I do apologize for that. But I'm just simply asking questions of, are you guys open to the public? And you say this, you say that, blah 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 blah.
No, Bedell, listen to me. I love you, man. I really do. I talk to you often. You message me on Discord. If it was personal, bro, I would have told King not to even let you in here. And King probably wouldn't have let you in anyway on his own without me. Okay? Trust me when I tell you it's not personal. I love you, man. And yes, you are always welcome to message me and call me. And if you have a criticism, you could always let me know, because sometimes it makes me think. I have no problem with that. But when it's in an open forum like this, it's perceived just a little bit differently, bro. That's all. That's all I'm trying to say. It's
okay. So
no big deal. I have no problem.
So my questions, for the most part, from here on out, will be more closed forum then, I guess.
Dude, maybe I don't have a problem with you asking questions, man. No big deal. But I just want to know, it's almost every live chat. There's a little bit of trolling going on, which I'm cool, man. I mean, I get trolled. Overboard Tech, he trolls me every day. Like, he sends me messages every day. He's like, hey, did you wire up that 800 amps, or are you guys taking a 3-hour lunch? Like, he breaks my balls profusely. You know what I mean? But there's a line there, and it's sometimes too much of that can be perceived as being disrespectful. And I'm just being real with you. That's it. All love. I love you, man. If you need help, I drop what I'm doing and I help you. That's my personality.
So it's no hard feelings, Bedell. Even on my end, I don't hold grudges or anything like that. All right. And I do like the questions. You know what I mean? I do like the questions. But some of the things
just too much too soon, maybe, or too much too often.
Well, maybe. This is TerraHash Tuesday. It is TerraHash Tuesday. Our company name is Terra Hosting. Two of the 3 owners currently right now are in the stream right now. We have high 6-figure digit investments into this company. I mean, if you
Yeah,
have
but I
that
mean,
kind
wasn't it even TerraHash Tuesday before all the
it,
Terra talk was?
it is, but I mean, if you think about
I mean, when
content creation,
TerraHash Tuesday come around, it was Terra was kind of a almost like a whisper, I want to say,
right,
and
but
now it's gone. Like,
but if you look at content creators, right? Like I just did Panda as an example. He took you along his journey, right? When he built his house, like how things were going, his updates, this and that. That's exactly what we're doing here. Hawk right now, because he lives in Florida and he goes to the facility often, more often than I can, because obviously I'm out of state. I could do things remotely. I do fly in pretty frequently. So obviously between his working his other business he owns, the restaurant, and working this business, along with, obviously he has a baby on the way, he has his hands pretty full right now. So his content creation, besides going on live streams, is pretty limited, right? You know what I mean? My kids are pretty much, they're older, right? My youngest is 10. So I have more free time, right? My kids, they do their own stuff. So I'm able to make a couple of videos every week. I do the TerraHash Tuesday with Hawk, and then I do the Saturday Night Live.
okay, so can we talk about the what I feel is a third party thing? Can we
Sure,
talk
go
about
right
that
ahead.
or no?
Sure, go ahead.
I'm going to give you this one question. I got
Yeah.
I got two more people in here, so I want to get them in. So we'll answer this one question. So the third party thing, you're wondering why you have to
Because
go through
I
GPU
feel
risers?
well. Let me ask the question real quick. Is I feel that if I'm paying said company to host my items, but then I have to go to a said company's website and pay them separately, even though they're still in the same building, it doesn't matter. It's still, to me, that's a third company. Granted, I know them or I don't know them, it doesn't matter. I mean, Hawk before did say that they have an ASIC repair company that would come in and repair your company. Now, is that different? Is that a third party or is GPU
All right,
Risers a third party?
let me answer this. Okay. Terra Hosting's a service company. Okay. So here's how this goes. If you want me to change the pads on your RX 580 or replace the fan for you, right? I can't make a sale through Terra Hosting for a tangible item that is required to have sales tax. So when GPU Risers set up this company, we set it up to a way where we're just a service company. Anything for purchases will go through GPU Risers, and then GPU Risers will inform me, say, hey, this customer bought some pads. He put in the memo field that it's for Terra. He's good to go. Write it down on the list, check it, and I can apply it. The other company, I'm not an ASIC repair guy. I don't know how to repair ASICs. So we subcontract a company that we're still talking with right now, that if something goes wrong with the ASICs, they can drive up, repair them. That's through us.
He broke up a little bit.
RMA, which are completely. Yeah. Sorry, where did you lose me?
No, it's okay. Yeah, no, they'll drive up and take a look at the ASIC. I just repeated what you said. It was right. What I think
they'll drive up and they'll take a look at it, and then they'll fix it, and that's a service fee. It's not a sale. If there's something that has to be replaced on the board, it's when I call you and say, yo, Bedell, your L3 Plus needs a new hash board. Let me know what you want to do. If you want to call them, purchase it, they'll bring it here, and I'll plug it up for you. I can't personally sell anything through Terra. That's not the way our company is structured. So that's the way we did it, because there's tax implications there. There's a lot of things that are headaches for new companies that we can avoid because we have GPU risers, which only makes sense. So at the end of the day, go ahead.
I'll say it makes sense to you guys, but us as a customer, I feel it doesn't make sense because
okay,
how about this? Taxes, I'm paying this company, but then I'm paying this company, and there's so many different transactions there rather than just
no. Hold on.
Okay.
I'm pulling everybody.
I got a perfect example. Hold on. Don't do anything. I got a perfect example. Yeah. I'm going to end this here. When I had an S19 that went out, okay? I had an S19 that went out, okay? And my hash board was completely broken. Brand new hash board went completely broken, okay? I had to call two companies. I had to call Great Voyage to get the board, and then I had to call Bitsby Trippin to get it repaired. Okay, that means I had to ship it to Great. I had to get the board from Great Voyage. Okay, all right, and then I had to ship it to Bitsby Trippin. I avoid all that. I have it fixed in-house. They come to me. But you have to pay those entities to give me the stuff. I can't do everything together. In the future, absolutely. I would love to have a staff trained on repairing ASICs. I would love to have a staff trained to repair ASICs.
And that's a third-party entity, right?
No. In the future, it won't be. In the future, when the company is bigger,
no, you would have to buy the hash board from if there had to be a replacement of the board. Yeah, you would still buy it from a company.
Yeah, you have to. You'd have to because I don't. We'd have to get the boards in from China, and they have to be specific to the order of the customer. If they're KA3 boards, are they S19 boards? Are they K7 boards? That would have to be ordered from Bitmain. And then when you come here,
okay, hold on. I'm gonna end my poll right here. This is my poll. I took a poll if they understood your question in the crowd, and I just asked them, do they agree with you, yes or no? All right.
I didn't even vote.
Yeah, I mean, you didn't have, even if you put your one vote in, wouldn't matter. It's 94% no. So
yeah, whatever.
It's okay though. I appreciate the criticism and the comment, but the reason for this though is it would make us.
I was trying to be as nice as I could without getting kicked off.
Bedell, listen to me. Bedell, listen to me, bro. Listen. If I thought you were being an asshole, I'm just being honest. If I thought you were being an asshole, okay, I would have told King, because King's messaging me on the side privately. Don't even bring him in. I know where your heart lies, bro. It's all love, man. Trust me when I tell you. It's all love, bro. I have no issues with you. Nobody does. And it's anything like that. I'm just telling you how it's been perceived just a little bit. That's all, brother. That's all. That's all love, man. I'm still gonna talk to you. I still fucks with you. We got to get these other callers.
And like I said before, though, I know a lot of my questions were took the hard way, and they were not meant to be taken that hard. But people are who they are. I mean, just because I type a question and you take it the hard way, it's not how I meant it. But
no, it's hard to perceive people's intentions over a message, though, right?
Right. It could be misunderstood. So I appreciate you calling in. We got to get the other caller. So I appreciate it, my brother. Thank you.
All right, man. Peace.
Take care, bro.
All right. I'm gonna bring them both in here since they've been waiting a while. This guy was in first. Bot Crusher.
Yep.
Bot Crusher and obviously Mr. Joe Network Bits.
Joey from Shy.
Joey from Shy.
Bot Crusher, what's up, man? Good to see you.
Hey guys, you hear me all right?
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, pretty loud. You want to turn it down just a little bit? At least for me, it's super loud. Boy, yelling at me now.
Is that better?
That's a little better. Yeah. What's going on?
Oh no, I came in and then that guy got ahead of me, and geez.
Sorry about that. Good. Yeah, it's all good, man. We're trying to get everybody in.
No, that's all right. No, I was just like going around my Flux stuff, and I had to ask you guys, and I know that all this stuff is on their Discord. They have a crazy support channel and everything, but it seems like every time you have a Flux node issue, it's very specific to your setup. Like no matter how many things you search and you try to figure out, and 90% of the time is networking. Like for me, it's been that way.
That's actually, I'm going to give you a secret about Flux nodes is about 95% or maybe a little more than that. It's not actually making the node. It's a command, a repeated command with a few numbers you hit and entering in information. That's it. And the really hard part is actually making sure that the networking is done correctly. That's where people really have problems. Usually when they have their ISP routers too, because the ISP will say they have UPnP, right? But it doesn't always work. So
yeah, and that's where I'm using the Comcast one now because I cannot get bridge mode to work. So I have to. It's painful.
Oh.
So I'm basically using that, and then I'm just trying to get off of their service and get the business class Comcast. At least I can do that. But anyway, which I didn't know about this, and I was wondering about, like, you guys on Terra, are you gonna do like Flux hosting of nodes, or is you leaving that to people just doing their stuff at home, or do you gonna start offering?
No,
ways to stake?
So we do well as far as like the staking stuff. You got to stake it obviously on your own.
Well,
You have
yeah.
to do the collateral on your own.
Right.
So there's been a couple questions about that. So I just want to answer that right now. No, we do not do the staking for you. No, we don't give you the flux. All right, you got to have that part.
Mhm.
But yes, we will have VMs for the various Flux node tiers. The only one we're not going to do is obviously going to be the Fractus node. That's just due to the fact of as far as how much we would have to charge versus how much it generates. I just don't see people doing it.
And is that just me taking my Cumulus and just adding like hard drive to it? Bigger, like
yeah, 10
disk
terabyte.
space? 10
Yeah,
terabyte.
10 terabyte minimum. And I think you get 15 to 18% more flux than you do. And my eyes are just totally watering again. I hate this. You get 15 to 18% more flux than your typical Cumulus node, and that's paid through the foundation. So with the halving, right? The halving, it's even less flux now, right? Because before it was like 2.96 or something like that. So now it's half of that. It's like 1.5 something.
Oh yeah, yeah. It
So
doesn't
it's
justify the cost of 10 terabytes, probably.
Right, to go get a 10 terabyte drive and actually give it to people, it makes no financial sense.
Yeah.
Makes no sense whatsoever. If you have extra stuff laying around and it's not doing anything, sure, go ahead and do it. But that's just my personal opinion. Maybe this will change down the road. Maybe they'll add incentives if people are using your drive right. Maybe you'll get more flux. I have no idea. But
Yeah.
as it stands right now, I don't think it's beneficial to run a Fractus node.
Okay, and then one question on the Flux, the node stuff is so I'm only at like 4 right now, but is it better to go like multiple Cumulus? I know people were like thinking that that's a better way to go than to save up for a Nimbus, which I'm like thinking of buying more now just since it's still low, so I can bootstrap that.
So how many? So it depends. Obviously there could be a reduction in collateral down the road, right? They've already stated this. Once they hit the like 75% mark, that they'll do a reduction, which will further reduce it again, because it actually used to be 10,000 to get a Cumulus, right? Now it's only 1,000 right now. Obviously, as their network grows, it will reduce. But it as far as generating the most fiat or revenue, right? You would be better if instead of having 2 Stratus nodes, it would be more profitable to run, the 80 Cumulus nodes. But then again, though, you also have to have much more hardware for that. So it generates more, but it also takes more, and it's also a lot more to manage, right? When you have to manage,
and you're dealing with things go offline, and then you got to update them, and
I was running 8 for the longest time. I was maxed out of my house for a long, long time, and I ended up, and I didn't have a lot of issues. I only had one node go down one time for an update. For some reason, it didn't auto update. My auto updates always worked. I don't know why this one decided to, I'm not doing it this time. But I just thought about, I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to get one node, and that way I only have to manage one problem, right? It's one problem versus 8, 20, 30, or 40 problems. But as far as generating yield and income, having more Cumulus eventually will outweigh to moving to Stratus or Nimbus. So it just depends on.
I have all these helium miners that are sitting in a box.
Hey.
No, it's okay. I got one set up the other day. So, and also I received the Nebra finally after almost 2 years.
You didn't cancel
the Rock
that?
Pie.
Wow.
I did. It was art now. So I don't know what to do with that thing.
You're about persistent waiting on your orders. You're all to get on this call.
Yeah. Joe, dude. I love the troll, man. I love it, dude. I love it.
That is true.
Joe, man. What's going on, buddy?
I was going to say, long-time listener, first-time caller, and I have to say, I agree with the first caller. It seems like you guys, you've been really light on the content lately, haven't been producing a lot. But just an idea, perhaps we could get Hawk in an apron, and he can share us the meatball recipe. I mean, I know we're in a bear market, and there's not a lot to make content on. I feel you guys, but
Well,
we need something. You know, we're lacking here.
stop, Joe.
So, well, another thing is too is I didn't think about this. So now so the cumulus part. This is why I also moved to Nimbus. Is think about this: when your cumulus node goes down, how long do you have to wait to get your payout? Right? It's like 14 to 15 days. You know how long I have to wait when I'm a Nimbus guy because I have a Nimbus? Like 3 days, 3.5 days, or whatever. So the back of the line is much shorter, right? So if your node goes down on a cumulus node, you got to wait 15 days to get paid, and you don't get reimbursed for that time you went down. So that's something else to consider too. That's another reason why I do like the Nimbus node is the short turnaround time. And that hurts, Joe. I've been making content. All right.
Stop it. Stop.
Okay, maybe like this last week.
This past week. Oh man, he's coming in. He's trolling hard. Love it, man. Look,
They were telling me in the stream they like get on. You wanted me to call in, so I did.
Listen,
You guys
listen,
are happy.
listen.
There you go, Joe for president, HNT 2024.
Oh my God.
I think Crypto Bedell was just here to trigger a hawk rant, in my opinion. Just saying.
He's okay. He's all right. He's actually brings up a lot of good points at times. I mean, sometimes everybody listen, how many times have I gotten carried away? So like it's okay. Things happen, no big deal. Can we move forward anyway? Bot Crusher, got a question for you. So
Shoot.
you have all these so are you interested in hosting Cumulus nodes, or are you trying to find a place to put them because of the bandwidth? I must have missed it.
Yeah, I mean, bandwidth is a big deal here. So I moved from fiber to Comcast, not fiber. And so I had symmetrical, and now I don't have symmetrical gigabit. So now I'm like, it sucks. Yeah, I get 35, I think up is the max. So I'm pretty much stuck that.
We can host the actual equipment. We can do that, but we would charge the same price that we charge for a Cumulus node because of the power draw and all that other stuff. So that's what we would charge per month.
Okay.
They use very, very little power, especially if they're like Raspberry Pis. Even Dell Optiplexes, they use basically nothing. So
it's just the bandwidth that pretty much that you end up being charged for.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
So
right.
But if you want to send stuff and have it hosted here, I mean, and you don't want to use the VM, I mean that's fine too. It's going to be the same price, so
it's the same one. Yeah, it's the same. And like King said, it's only because of the bandwidth, the power. I could give a shit about on something like a
yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'll just weigh in the options just to see what I have available because I just don't want those sitting there without making any money, you know. So.
All right, Gaming with Smoking Dan has a question for the business guy over there, and I'll let Hawk answer that.
I just read it. It says, if your business was set up different, then could have the pads on the site, maybe a link which applies to the discount for those wanting and needing a pad and paste replace. That's actually a good idea. That's something I believe Vistang said he was going to call in. I'm going to put him on the spot right now. He's at the Airbnb while I'm here at the facility. He said he was call in. Those are questions he can answer. We can do it. He's just got to set it up on the GPU riser side, and I could do it. Definitely, probably a link from like the user account to maybe like have a way to do it so we know the clients are doing it, not.
Oh, look, he did it! Yes, we're all here.
What's up, guys? You guys hear me?
Oh my God!
Yeah. Oh man, look at that hair slicked back, man.
Oh man, I'm tired.
Always slicked.
Always slicked. It's this all day.
Is that the glizzy juice on there?
Yeah.
Oh my God! You guys stop.
I actually
Mike,
did go there today, King.
Oh really?
Yeah. But,
oh man, what's up, Michael?
Just another day in paradise. I could touch on the thermal pads and stuff like that. I don't know who the other guy was, but I know he was talking about why they have to go to another website to do it. It's not for driving sales of GPU risers. I know it probably looks like that. That's why we'll do some kind of discount that makes it so that it's I'm not going to say not profitable, but something that we're not trying to make money off of you for. It's really so that we're not selling personal property. It's the same reason why, we don't sell hats or any merchandise and stuff like that. Once you hit certain thresholds, you have to start remitting sales tax for sales in Florida. We're in Florida, so we would have nexus with Florida right away. We wouldn't necessarily have to worry about other states. But filing sales tax returns every month is a huge pain, especially since a lot of our sales are going to be services that are non-taxable. We would have a lot of exempt tax or exempt sales from tax. So we just kind of don't want to get into that right now. We don't want to add another layer to this. We have a lot of moving parts already. So having it sold through GPU risers, I already do the tax returns every month for that. So it's just a lot easier doing it that way. So I kind of just wanted to answer that. I think Mike said it pretty well, but that's the long, lengthy lawyer business explanation for.
Now, would we be able to set something up like maybe in the back end to where people could just click a link where that way they wouldn't have to log in to another account or something like that? And I have no idea if we could even do this to where they wouldn't have to re-log into the site. They could just click a link and it already tells you which customer it is and they get the 40 or whatever discount that you want to give them. And that way they don't have to enter in a bunch of information. They can just click the link, pay for it, and be done, kind of a thing.
Yeah, I know that there's a way. I don't know. I'm not a WordPress expert with all these plugins and everything like that. Maybe what we can do is just generate, custom coupon codes for whatever their username is on the Terra hosting website that they can just, that coupon code can be used for certain things through GPU risers, one being pads. I don't know how to set it up, but we'll get there.
Yeah, maybe a coupon code would be good. That way we wouldn't have to have a link. You can use a code, and then we can verify that you're an active, client in the warehouse.
Yeah, once it's verified.
Yeah.
So Gaming with Smokey Dan said, plus when you do have in-house repairs, that could be a separate fee that they could pay for the extra service. Yes. Our goal with Terra is to make sure that we would love to include everything in. We really would. Some things have to be separate, unfortunately. And the repair and the thermal pads have to be separate. But
yeah, they don't have to for now. Or for now, yeah, it's a preference. It's just a decision that we made because we don't want to be dealing with that. Like I said, we would have a high amount of exempt sales from tax, and it's just not something we kind of want to deal with right now.
Sales tax,
that's not really our business. It's not a retail company. It's a service company. So we'll make it easy in the back end somehow. Me and Mike will stay up till 5 a.m. and King we'll figure it out on WordPress. So
we did that. It was amazing how fast we put that website up. I mean, it was less than a week. It was a few days we put that website up, and we can figure it out. We can, Mr. Detroit Irish just actually texted me and said, you can embed a Shopify in WordPress from GPUrisers.com. So you could probably just set it there. Michael, now who's jacked? Mike, man, I appreciate it, man. We wait, man. We waiting for those units, bro. Let's get them in. Let's get them on.
Here you go. Overvortech has the code right here.
Work in the back, 23. Yeah. Gaming with Smokey Dan says, I get it. You wouldn't go to KFC and D's head office and try to buy food. Right. Exactly. So it just has to be set up. And this was the whole thing, grow with Terra. I take so many suggestions from the community. We take so many things. Every day it's hey, maybe you should do it this way. It's more efficient. I was talking to Chump the other day about how to monitor the power more effectively. And he's like, dude, do this, bro. It's a lot easier. And I was like, why didn't I even think of that? And then, so it's great to have that input from the outside and everybody else in the community. So, but yeah, so I think it's great. I think it's great to do that. So,
Little Time Mining has something for you because I know he had a question here. I put it right here on the screen.
You handle all ASIC repairs bought with the company, correct? So if there's an ASIC repair for a unit, if it's something small, that maybe a fan switch, or even if we have to replace a fan, you know, we'll contact you for that. We'll say, hey man, this is what it's going to cost. Well, we're gonna get the guys here to install it. We'll level with you starting out, but eventually we want to be able to take care of all of that. Yeah, eventually. Right now, it's just kind of like,
I think
you know,
his question might have been like if he bought ASICs from us, like you know how we have the deal where if you buy the ASIC and host it for a year, I think he's asking that if something happens to that ASIC. Do you know what I'm talking about?
oh, if something happens to your ASIC.
Like let's say like me, right?
sorry.
I'm a new customer and like I get a KA3, right? And let's say something happens to it, right? It quits mining. Like I think he's asking if we would take care of the repair. Is that what you're trying to say, Little Time Mining? Because of that deal that we're working with people, if they buy the ASIC with us, they get a discount and they host for a year. Is that what you're asking, Little Time? Did I understand that correctly?
It's two part. How do we monitor the power right now? So what we do now is we have these things that we're putting on. So these are the power meters. Okay, so what they do is this opens up and we put this on the power cable per customer. Okay, and what we'll do is we're going to walk around, and this was a chump change thing. So Chump, thank you for this idea. We're going to attach these to each customer rig, and what we can do is every 30 days we can reset this, and we'll know exactly what the machine pulls to the wall. Well, PDU. Okay, so we'll know exactly what the machine pulls with this device. That's the idea behind all this. So in the future, we'll have it all automated where it'll pull it like every 6 hours. But right now, we're just going to have to manually do it. It's a growing pain thing. It's just a phase that we're in. If you guys have any cooler recommendations, you can let me know. But these little devices, the same screen that goes into the meter box, so to speak, kind of, we just pop it in there. We'll have a custom thing done, and we'll just be able to put it, you know, right on the power where our customers' units are. And so we can, and then what we'll do is we want a thing that we want to do is we want to correlate this with Hive OS in there. We want to actually see if Hive OS is actually giving the accurate readings, because sometimes they don't. Sometimes the API goes off. So we're going to be pulling them, you know, digitally right here on these devices. So
I gotta bring in one more guy, so that way it's an even 3 screens here, and it's Hawk's favorite guy. He loves to talk to on stream. He gets one guess before I bring him in.
It's Patrick Guyan.
I think he's. I think. You're gonna have to wait and see. Here he is.
Oh my gosh, who is this?
Hey.
It's definitely. I knew it was Patrick. It's got to be Patrick.
You're working too much. I can't get a hold of you any other way. So now I gotta bust up in here just to say hi.
You have my phone number.
We have a question from Ovalboard Tech in the audience. He asked if Hawk's phone contacts are backed up. I'm not sure if that's like inside joke or something.
Is it what? Sorry. Oh, very funny. Yeah, because Ovalboard Tech, he was texting me and I didn't have his number saved for whatever reason, and I'm like, I'm probably never going to hear the end of this shit. So there we go. Oh my
and just
God.
before Ovalboard asks, Tyrone is present.
Oh,
wow.
God.
But he's just taking a breath.
Oh my! These streams honestly just get better and better and better and better and better and better. Like they never get worse.
It's the only way to go.
Yeah, no, it's great. I mean, in this community, man, I know I've said it 100 times, man. You guys are all awesome, dude. Everybody here, and it's just it's amazing. I mean, how many people we have in here now? 100 people concurrent, man. I mean, that's just that's
appreciate
awesome,
it, man.
dude.
I think that's
hit the like.
Yeah, it's peaking for me up there, man. Look at that, hitting triple digits here, man.
Yeah.
That's
Hit this like. Do that like. That's the good one. That's when you guys don't hit enough.
Yeah. Threaten me with a good time, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, this is how we're going to monitor the power. So if anybody's got a suggestion on anything a little bit more efficient, let me know. But we're probably going to have to start purchasing a lot of these, Mike.
That's
Is-
awesome.
Are those
So-
the ones like the mine box, or is it mine box, power box? What are those called?
Meter box.
Meter
The
box.
meter box, yeah. These are
Yeah.
similar. So
Hmm.
this one is a AC 80 to 260 volt, 0 to 100 amps. That's what it can read. So
Okay, nice.
that'll be
Now-
Gaming with Smokey Dan said, which is more stressful, Terra or being a cop? Oh, Terra, 100%. Like, 100%. But here's the truth. When I was a cop full time, I handled one situation at a time. Okay? Like with Terra, it's like 6 different things at once. It's Mike needs this from me, and this rig is down, and Adam's asking me questions, and King's like, I don't want to do that. And it's just all over the place. And I'm just like, okay, definitely being a cop, 100%. Geek of All Trades says, I can help with your power monitoring. Hit me up. Yes. Geek of All Trades, I got to hit you up. We have a lot to talk about, actually, and we got to schedule something in the books.
Well, being a cop has two benefits, though. One, you got zip ties on the handy. 2, body cams fail.
Yeah. Unfortunately, sometimes they just don't get the reception.
Yeah, it's just one of those things.
There,
Hey,
go.
for the meter, did you guys look at the Drock meters? Are those cost effective?
So we just bought one of those tonight. You talking about the ones that just wrap around the cord?
No, the Drock ones. I think they're on Amazon. I can't. Let's see.
These ones?
He's talking about this.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
same.
Oh, that's the same
Yeah.
one. Oh, I couldn't
Yeah.
tell. Okay. So that is so, and you're like $20 each or something for those, or
Yeah, they were like
Something.
$15, $20.
15, 20. Yeah.
It's we're just gonna try to figure out something a little bit more efficient, because like this can only have like one cable wrapped around it. So I'm gonna talk to Geek of All Trades and see what he says, but I can only put one cable around this. So
I think I know what he's talking about, and I wasn't sure if that was going to work or not. If we're thinking about the same thing, because there was somebody else that recommended another system that could monitor multiple units. So we'll have to talk, Goat.
yeah, we're gonna have to talk to him. We got to figure that's got to be figured out. But for now, guys, when it comes to monitoring, we're just gonna have to do it the old school way: walk around, measure it, write it down on the the law of averages.
Just use a clamp and just have Adam go around all the rigs and just clamp it every hour. He has to do that, so he's just walking a constant circle.
That's your fitness program right there.
Yeah, look at that. See, look, the Terra hosting workout, man. Look, man, you want to get in shape?
Oh my god, it's
So so more stressful, but what job do you like better?
well, it's a hard question because there's so many cool aspects to being a police officer. Like aside from like helping people and coming to the rescue on a lot of situations, I got to be honest with you. A car chase at 3 o'clock in the morning, nothing will get your blood pumping faster than that. Nothing. Especially if we get the clearance. Oh my god! If they get on the radio and they say pursuit is authorized, it's just like it's amazing. Very dangerous, but as far as the excitement goes, I mean, being a cop, man, it's 90% paperwork, it's 10% excitement. You know what I mean? And it's and then sometimes you don't get anything. Like for weeks, there was a time like for weeks, like it was just dead. Like we just don't know. Like the whole whenever crime was happening, just wasn't happening in our area. And then it's just then you're bored, and then you start questioning like your purpose in life. So I mean, it's just some guys have it, some guys don't. I loved being a cop, but I just felt like stuck. Like I was meant for more. It makes any sense? I'm not trying to be philosophical, but I felt like I felt like I was meant for more in my life, and I wanted to do bigger things. And although I completely support law enforcement, these guys have a hard job, and I've been through some hard times, and I still have friends there. I'm still certified I'm still active. I just work part-time now when I can, and I have a very supportive department. So it's hard, man. It's hard, but I enjoy doing this more because this is it's like you're building something. You know what I mean? Like you watch it grow. You know, like with being a cop, it's a different type of like likeness, I guess. Like you drive around, you feel important, you know, you got a little authority. Who wouldn't like that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you got to be
Yeah.
crazy not to like that. But all in all, I mean, Terra, and I'm not just saying this for the sake of the politics. I'm just saying this to be honest. Like Terra is a lot more enjoyable, and the reward is higher at Terra for me than it is at being a cop. And don't get me wrong, like there were times when I was a cop where I've got a couple life-saving awards and a couple stuff, and that was very fulfilling. But this is something, it's just different. It's just different. It's a different type of feeling of fulfillment for me. So
Yes, they're more like you're challenging everything about yourself and your being in order to make this business work instead of just a couple aspects to be a good officer.
right. What it takes to be a good officer, you have to have in you. You can't, you know, and on the job we called it killer instinct. You know what I mean? When I mean by killer instinct, I mean like having the instinct to be, you know, knowing what when you're out there in the wild. It was, we used to call it like out in the wild, having that killer instinct being like, dude, like what's going on out here? Like, you know, you can see things. I mean, I got so good at it, I would be able to look at a car and tell you if there was something in it. Like that's how good I got at it. And then 9 times out of 10, I was right. And that's just, it's a different type of attitude that you have to have. Not everybody can be a cop. Not everybody can start their own business. Not everybody. Some people want to live, you know, great normal lives, and God bless them. You know what I mean? Like less stress on them. You know, that's why when me and Mike got together and we formed this company, Mike found his twin. He understood we wanted to build the same thing. We wanted to go after the stars, and if we landed on the moon, we were okay with that. King, same thing. You know what I mean? So that's just the attitude that we've had to have, and it's great. It's great, honestly. It's great. So, all right, no more about that. What else you got, Patrick? Come on, give me some interesting questions.
All right. What about Joe, man? Joe, you're quiet, dude. I can't stand this right
All
now.
I was calling a troll, and I was expecting to close out after that, but I don't know. I was considering just like leaving and being real ignorant about it, just to be funny. That's the worst, when someone just dips and doesn't say anything. But you guys kept talking, so I was like, I'm not going to do that.
But
Joe,
you know,
It's all good.
Joe was getting fired up. I'm sure Joe was getting fired up.
Fired up about what?
I knew you were getting fired up in the chat. I'm like, fuck, he's gonna come in here.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
I was like,
Yeah.
they want to hear it. They want to hear me troll. This is my time.
I'm like, oh
I
no,
was gonna say,
Oh,
if
no.
you don't, I
Share
mean,
that meatball
overboard.
recipe with us, bro.
huh?
Share that meatball recipe with us.
Yeah, sure. Let me go get it. I have it in the car.
Thanks, bro.
So
Oh, yeah. See, Overboard Tech, that's exactly what I was talking about earlier, was the views. This was something I was going to recommend here. I don't know how to put it on the screen with multiple people, but I'll try.
you have to just go to.
Well, I know, but yeah, hold on. Yeah, let me-
It'll show up. It'll show up with all of us. We'll just be really small, but
Oh,
it'll show
okay.
up.
When you resize it, just make sure Hawk's head is bigger than the rest of ours.
Thanks, Patrick.
That's what I'm here for.
Thanks.
This is something that I had looked at before, but it wouldn't work for us because it would have to be per circuit. But I know. Goat says he has a possible different solution, but something similar to this. So see, you have to put these clamps on the breakers. Well, not the breakers, but the lines coming off the breakers. So it would be on each 30 amp circuit, which wouldn't work because if we have multiple people on a PDU or different customers, right, you wouldn't be able to measure the stuff. But if people are at home, this is something that you can get. Is this right here? This is so you guys can measure your power at home. This would be something cool. So
yeah, I thought about getting one of those just because, yeah, it seems like, and also it's just nice for a whole home thing. You can kind of see where all your power's going.
I mean, if you're an at-home miner and you're using 1 or 2 outlets, you know, I think that's great. I mean, we have like over 50 outlets. It just gets, you know, something like that would be like, and with what, well, oh God, I'm stuttering. Jesus Christ. what we have to do is each PDU is not, each outlet's not assigned to a customer. The PDU is, so I have to monitor it from the actual units going into the PDU. You understand? So
But it seems like though, like if you look at that thing, I mean, those are going around the circuits, right? Like it seems like there would be something, and there probably is. It does exactly that, but goes around an individual line that you would have that goes to like even a case, just even like a C19 plug, right?
Yeah, I mean, you can clamp them out separately. It's just going to be cost prohibitive and create a big mess.
Yeah. Goat said he had something, so he's gonna look for it. He's gonna get me back. But I mean, this is what I was kind of looking at before, right? When I was looking at something like that, right? Something remote, something that's going to report back, and you can kind of look at everything live as it's going on. So you don't have to obviously have like Adam walk around with a clipboard and be like, okay, this guy's at this much for the month. This guy's at this, you know what I mean? Oh man. And then here's a sneak peek. Somewhere on this page, there's a coin. All right. It's on the front page here. All right. It's on the front page. There you go. There you go, people. There you go.
What happened? I missed it.
It was a flash. It was like one of those, you get 5 seconds to look at the picture and then you have to name it all off.
Yeah, there's a different coin. It just got listed. It's at 42 cents. So that's all I'm going to say.
So Pigeon is back. It's been hard, like since ETH stopped, that I have not jumped coins, which is the first for me. And all the time I've mined, I've always jumped around, but I've just stuck with Flux this whole time. After pretty much about 2 months before ETH finished, I guess. But it's been hard recently. There's been so many pumps of different ones, but I don't know.
That's the thing is like with the whole Conflux thing, it would only be awesome if you were mining Conflux and you had like a big bag of it, right? That would be cool.
It's before. Right? It's before. It's not when it happens.
It's after you hear about the pump, it's already too late. You know what I mean? It's already too late at that point.
Yeah, but then again, I'm all in on Flux. So then, like, if you do a little of all of them, I mean, that's what some people, hold a bag of this, hold a bag of that. It's just I can't stand all the wallets. It's just too much to.
The core wallets.
They sucks.
I dislike them so much. I don't know if anybody else. How many people else here? I know there's a few other people. All of us are miners here. I know Joe. He's going to get into CPU mining, or not CPU, GPU mining, but. How do you guys all feel about core wallets? We'll start with Hawk. We'll start with Hawk. Okay. Well, we know how Hawk feels about core wallets now.
I hate core wallets. They're awful because I'm not the only one. I found out about the Neoxa one is if you don't follow the steps when you set it up correctly, you can't go back and correct anything. Like it's just an old school trash QT wallet, and
they're all based off that. Almost every single core wallet is a QT. Almost, not all of them, but 90% of them are.
It's complete trash in my eyes. I mean, they put some development into your wallet, man. You're releasing. So
all your security is in your DAT file. You have to back that up. It usually auto backs up. If it closes, it unfortunately bad. It barks like you got to sync the whole thing. It'll sit for days on 99%. You got to resync the blockchain.
So Blockcrusher, real quick, I have the DAT file, okay, and we still can't get into it.
You have your password for it?
No, it was never prompted me to make a password.
There was a little bit of an error sometimes that. On the first generation of the Neox wallet, where it wouldn't prompt people to make a password, and if you didn't make one, you're effed.
Send me your DAT file. I'll figure it out for you.
All right.
I'm kidding. That was a joke.
Joe, do you have any experience with core wallets at all, Joe? I know you're not a big GPU guy.
Extent, no. Not
I'll be right back, guys. Give me a minute. Go ahead. I got to on here for a second. Hold on.
Yeah,
Plus, if you get multiple DAT files, they use the same thing. You can't run them on the same machine because they'll start to conflict with each other.
yeah, which is why you need to have a server with some VMs in it.
Yeah.
So, what about Vistang, man? I know you're probably one of the oldest miners here. Most people probably don't know that he's an OG in the scene here. What do you think about the core wallets? Like, what's your favorite wallet?
My favorite wallet, I would say Zelcore.
Zelcore?
I'm kind of new to it as well, but I do have experience with core wallets. But kind of after Ethereum, I think it was, I forgot what wallet it was, but it was I think Mist or something like that. Was that the core wallet for Ethereum?
I didn't use core wallets for Ethereum. I'm not an old school guy. When I started in 2021, I went with MetaMask. That was my my wallet of choice.
Mist. And like anytime you had to do it, I think Bot Crushers mentioned it. You have to wait like 8 hours to load the whole blockchain, which would take up like 40 gigs on your hard drive and everything. So I don't really chase any of these coins. I know a lot of these new coins like that cat coin. I know you like mining, King, but
the letterbox coin.
I don't really do that. I'm all on Flux. And luckily they have Zelcore, so you don't have to sync a whole blockchain or anything like that. I'm not a big fan of the core wallets, and it's just
I'm not a fan, but they are an experience. It's an experience to do. I mean, you do learn stuff from it. You do learn, I actually learned more from early mining just because a lot of that stuff you had to put together. And Zelcore it updates when the new wallet updates for you, right? Yeah. I mean, it's the way it should be, but it does have some fundamentals that core wallets let you learn. The blockchain, it also opens up security, so you can type commands in and drop your keys, and you can get stuff real easy out of it, so they're easier hacked. A lot easier hacked.
Yeah,
but I think Zelcore is a pretty easy to use the wallet, I would say. But the issue is like Zelcore and like Ledger, right? They don't have all the coins, and especially new coins, right? So that's the issue. If you want to mine a new coin that's just coming out, you're going to have to hit that core wallet, and it's just awful. What about you, Patrick?
I'm not a fan. More just because of the inherent security risk, to where whoever makes whatever wallet is being put out that day for whatever pumping up coin is going on there. There can be a lot of arbitrary code in there, and it can grab whatever it wants now, or it can grab something in 6 weeks from now and send it out in 2 months from now.
Yep, so there has been a few coins with those security risks that we've seen of late, like Cow and the Labyrinth, that have been malicious. Maybe Cow wasn't malicious. Maybe that was just bad code. But yeah, they could definitely hide things in their code to even get other core wallets, right, and get their information and the coins from those as well. So it is very risky, which is, I guess, why I recommend you guys do separate computers or VMs, whatever you want to do. Don't put it on your main computer. Just don't do it. It's pretty much like, would you trust a stranger to come in your house that you've never met or even talked to before? You're just going to let him inside. He's going to drink a beer. You have no idea if this guy is going to kill you right now. He's going to get up and get a beer, and while you're watching the game, he's just going to choke you out. You don't know, right? You don't know this guy.
Depends on what she's wearing. I'm pretty basic, man. I'm not going to lie.
Oh, that was probably a little too extreme, but yeah.
Okay, depends on what she's not wearing.
Oh man,
Hawk, you missed us talking about Kaka coin.
Talking about what?
Hawk coin.
Oh yeah, no. I actually have a disclaimer on the bottom that says I'm not affiliated with that on my YouTube channel.
It's got a core wallet.
Okay.
It has a core wallet, so
that's great. That's phenomenal.
He calls Kaka.
Yeah, and actually my Raptorium core wallet crapped out on me. And
dude,
I let the laptop sync for more than 2 weeks. 99.8, it just stuck.
Yeah. I just fixed that yesterday. You have to load their new bootstrap. Usually it's more complicated than it's worth. You gotta
I think because I can still access it, I'm just going to create a new wallet in my Zelcore and just send all the funds over there and be done with it.
Can you put RTM in in Zelcore now?
You can, yeah.
You can.
Yeah, you can put Raptorium in
shit.
there.
Oh my
Yeah,
god!
I just like
Why did I
constantly
not see
search
that?
Zelcore for coins. I'm like, hey, I want to mine this coin. Is it in Zelcore? It's not. Well,
Oh, I did not.
I don't know if I want to mine it then, right? It's like if it's not in Zelcore, I don't know if I want to mine it. I hate dealing with anything else. I mean, this new coin, obviously, I just kind of like showed that I didn't say it has a core wallet. And it's
It's
yeah,
sad.
it's super sketch. I would put it on a VM. And the other part about having it the computer or
It's sad.
VM, make sure you have it on a VLAN to where it's totally isolated from everything else. You don't want it at the same network that your home stuff's on, man. You got to separate it. You don't want it like, getting into your, to your Alexa. It's going to start watching you.
The public library.
Hey,
Man.
Joe, I have a question.
Sorry, go ahead.
Joe, I have a question for Joe.
Yes, go ahead.
On helium.
Yes.
What is? I need to know this because what's the Solana chain like? So in my wallet, I've migrated over, at least for my helium wallet on the phone. Used to be one thing, right? It was all in one.
Yeah.
Migrated. It still prompts me for it, but I think it's just a notification, whatever.
Mhm.
Is there anything you need to do more than that? As long as you're in that new wallet, when it goes to Solana,
It should migrate automatically,
Okay.
but they haven't been very clear on that. What they've told us thus far is that if you've migrated to the new wallet, you're good to go.
It just all happens
Like,
magically.
Very little, yeah. Apparently, everything's supposed to migrate at once over that 24-hour period. I don't believe it. We'll see.
Yeah, I don't believe that.
Yeah.
No, if nothing happens, well, see. Okay. And then also, what else is there mineable other than HNT with these miners?
So they've had a couple like competitor networks spring up. So there's Things IX, which you'll need they have their own mapping devices. So instead of there actually being proof of coverage, you can basically get a mapper that's going to transmit data and the GPS location, see how much coverage you actually provide, and your earnings are based on that. Those developers seem to be very competent. They're the ones who produced the long AP hotspots. And then there's another one that I really like. It's called Crank. That's with 2 Ks. And you can onboard the majority of Helium hotspots with it. A lot of times you can actually dual earn and forward the traffic or the LoRaWAN traffic from both, from whatever you pick up over both networks.
Oh, wow. Cadena network, it goes out, you earn off of.
Yeah, so that one's on the Cadena network. I think Things IX is on Polygon, if I remember correctly, but don't quote me on that. Yeah, I like them both, but we'll see.
Did anybody see? Oh, I'm not gonna try to interrupt. Are you done, Joe?
I was only gonna say other than that, if you have Raspberry Pi based hotspots, you can typically convert those to if it has 8 gigs, you can make a Flux node, or there's a whole other list of projects that you can onboard, whether they be crypto or not. So I've kind of done a series on that. I'm starting a series on that with Raspberry Pi. So.
Oh, cool. I'll look for that.
Nice. Yeah,
Go ahead,
Joe's
keep going.
definitely the Raspberry Pi guy, and so is Max Voltage. I know nothing about the Pi game, other than he put Cool Whip on it.
What?
But did anybody see the Flux news that came out today? Anybody check their Discord? Let me put it up here.
Nope.
Nobody checked out the Flux news today. They just announced it's been official, the new integration between Streamer and Flux. Just another application on their network, man. These guys are growing, and this is on Yahoo, man. This is
I like Streamer. I like it a lot.
Streamer's cool.
What is Streamer? I don't know what it is.
So basically, it's a network of you can do Raspberry Pis, VMs, hardware, but basically the people provide the data that they want to be accessible to the public, and the public, they want to pull that, they can pay in the Streamer token to do so. But the data is all supplemented by regular people who stream that data however they choose. But the cool thing about it is you can pull it through multicast, which is kind of like a networking protocol. It's basically, rather than, let's say, this is pretty common with what's called IPTV. So rather than a server providing multiple streams to the, all the different people who want to watch the same channel or the same whatever, whatever stream it is on their TV, the server would provide one, and then the routers on the way there would replicate that stream downstream to all the different TVs or all the different devices that pull that multicast feed. So it offloads the work from the server having to send hundreds of streams, and the routers just send duplicate multicast feeds.
And it's like peer to peer too, right? It like peer to peers it, so it doesn't need to save all in one area. So that it's like BitTorrent in a way. So similar type of
I'm
thing.
a little skeptical about that because Streamer's been around for I think since 2017, 2000, maybe a little bit before that, but their token didn't reach the all-time high like it did before in the previous bull run. So who knows? Hopefully people build on it, but that's another one I'll end up setting up. You have to stake tokens to start up a node, unfortunately. But yeah,
all hosting nodes now.
Another one you could put on Flux. Go ahead.
Yeah, I gotta wonder how relevant Streamer will be or could be, because I mean, YouTube is basically the monopoly, and the only competition really against them in the streaming world is Rumble for many things and Twitch for, a couple very specific things. So it's like, where or how can Streamer fit in there?
Well, it's streaming for data. It's not necessarily like video streams yet. As far as I can tell, maybe they'll add that. Maybe I'm behind on what their current offerings are, but I think it's only going to be as valuable as A, the data that people provide, and B, how easy they make it and who wants to actually use that data. So unless people actually start building on that network, there's not going to be very useful. So I believe you would earn more with Streamer if you're able to take some sort of interesting data and provide it to the network, and then you earn even more if people use that data.
I wonder, because it seems like you've got basically two types of data, right? I mean, you've got your freeware, shareware, anyone can pick it up from 2Cows, CNET, or whoever. And then you've got your stuff that you have to pay for, whether it be applications or data sets itself. So I don't know how this works to go in between freeware and paidware,
I don't know. I'm not really sure how they even... Go ahead. Sorry, I cut you off.
I guess I'm just struggling to understand the utility of it, because it doesn't sound to me like it's actually offering anything unique. And I just might be misunderstanding it, but I'm not feeling that.
Yeah, I don't know a lot about Streamer either. I'll have to look into it myself.
Yeah, the uniqueness is what people decide to provide onto that network. So let's say you wanted to provide like real-time ticker data of stocks and what crypto prices, and someone decided to pull that. Well, I guess someone would find that to be interesting or useful.
Okay.
And they can continue to they can go a step further and use a multicast feed to send that to whatever end devices that they have that need that information. But it's even like you can, if you have data on like traffic or your traffic flows in the city, you could provide that. If you had data on the environment, you could provide that. So yeah, it's kind of like, what are we actually going to use this for? And I looked to see what was being used and how much was being utilized. I think it was probably like 6 months ago. I looked at this pretty in depth, and there wasn't a whole lot of action on the network, and it's not very impressive for a network that's been around for over 7 years now, 8 years, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
So it's actually pulling the data live. Then it's not just like a daily like upload. This would be live, actual data being pulled, right?
Yeah, you would provide it
Okay.
live
Okay. All right.
or near live time, near real time.
I mean, is this like RSS feed 2.0? I mean, I'm
I
serious. I'm
wouldn't
just
say that necessarily, but
no.
similar.
Huh. Interesting though that they
Yeah.
got another partnership though in their you know, so Flux always, always moving forward. I like it, man. Every day there's something new with them. I don't know if any
What's the new coin that they did or snapshotted? Isn't that financial one?
Algorand?
Algorand. Is that out? Do we claim that yet, or is that not claimable?
No, we can't get that yet. I don't remember the date either. I'm horrible at that. We'll have to ask Max. Max, you in the chat, you can give me the date, man. I'm gonna max it right now. Max voltage it. I got too much stuff to remember, but yeah, it's Algorand. I know that Dan also talked about though is pre-search. I'm getting on some Flux topics tonight, man. I don't know where Mike ran off, so I'm taking over the show. So Presearch is a decentralized search engine, which is pretty cool. I haven't used it yet. I do want to eventually get a Presearch node, but I know Dan did mention that I don't think it's 100% confirmed yet, but I think this is the platform that they were going to be partnering with. So this is going to be like, the Google of Flux. You know what I mean? This is what they're going to use. So I think that's really cool. You can actually run your pre-search node on Flux right now. It does you do have to stake 4,000 pre, which is I think I did the math the other day. I think it was like $240 if you wanted a pre-search node. So pretty cool.
So they're considering loading that onto Flux, allowing that to be a service to run on Flux nodes.
I believe so. That I think it's going to be a partnership between them. So it's going to be like their decentralized search engine. I mean, it's already decentralized, but I think that's going to be an official partnership between the two.
Do we have a list of all the crypto projects that you can run on Flux nodes?
Like, you mean like like the
run it-
marketplace? Yeah, you could just go over here.
Can you run Flux nodes on Flux nodes, or is that not? Is that not
Somebody's
advisable?
Well, it would have to be Dockerized. So
It'd be cheaper than running it on something else, right? That would be redundant.
let's see here. Hold on. Dashboard. So let's go to the marketplace right now and look at all the apps they have. There's a lot more. I remember there used to be like 4 or 5 on this sheet here, and there's way more now. So I don't know what this is. Hello World Params. Don't know what that is. You can run a Firo node, Presearch node, PivX node, Dash node, Caspa node, Raven node, Chainweb node, Neoxa node. Now this is not a master node, by the way.
I don't think Raven Coin is either. You don't get anything for that.
No, these are
you get
not
rewards. You just get them. You just help the network, but you're not really getting it for.
Yes, they are not master nodes. I
Right.
believe Neoxa is trying to work something out with Flux to have the master nodes on here. I believe, but it's not done yet.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Polkadot node, Kusama node, Handshake node, Deso node. I haven't seen that one before. Dogecoin node, Sushi Swap, Yearn, GMX, Dopex. I don't know. That's an intriguing name. Pandagolin. I don't know what this is. Pangolin. Yeah. Not sure. Liquidity, Balancer, Osmosis. Oh, you can run an Lithium node? Oh, that's pretty sick. That wasn't there before. Blockbook again. Blockbook for different coins. ETC, Flux, LTC. Blockbook Firo. Blockbook GRS. Private Bin. Owncast, which is the decentralized streaming platform that Jeff Key was streaming on the Flux network. He streamed a few times on that, so that was pretty cool. So, SyncTube, Groshi, Mindtest, Woogle, I mean, dude, they got a ton of stuff on here. TeamSpeak, man. I haven't used TeamSpeak in forever, man. TeamSpeak, that was the thing back in the day. Valheim, this is a game. I used to play that. That was a pretty cool game. Look, Ark, that's another game. I know they got Minecraft, Meow Coin Node. See, look, Meow Coin Node. There you go. Nexa Node, Radiant Node. I mean, they got quite a bit. So pretty impressive how much they've gotten in their marketplace. And then obviously you can stake at their Titan nodes. All right, Hawk, you can take it back now. I was talking about Flux.
No, it's fine. I'm just doing 10 things at once, trying to. I had too many customers with the same name. It's so weird. There's so many Davids. There's so many Mikes. There's like, it's like, wait, no, wrong David. Switch this. Like that's that one. No, that's this one. And it's just like I got it. We're good now. But geez, like I'm like, no, this is not rented.
Oh,
this
nice.
is owned. You know what I mean? So it's all good. Just
right.
Maybe you should start denying customers based on a common name. But like, dude, we've already got 17 mics. We've got 32 Daves. We don't have any Adams. If you're an Adam, come on in and apply.
right. Might not be a bad idea.
Make the paperwork a headache.
All right, we're bringing one more guy, and then I'm gonna close it here in 10 minutes because we've been streaming for like 2 hours. So
I gotta take off anyway. I'll give you some space. Thanks, you guys, for having me.
Peace.
Thanks, Matt. Appreciate it.
Later, Bot Crusher. Have a good one. All right, and then here you go, the biggest YouTube sensation there is. Here he is.
Stop it right now.
You ready?
General.
You ready?
Is General Voltage?
It's Yeti.
Oh, Ryland! Got it,
Fail.
I'm
All the way around.
Oh man,
General Voltage Jr. No, I'm just kidding.
That works.
Don't let him
Just
catch you staying up this late, okay? I'll message him right now that you're not in bed. All right.
Legitimately, my parents were like, "You seem like you need to go to bed. You've been up too much."
Hold on, King. King, I'm sorry to put you on the spot. I got to help Adam with something. Hold on.
No, that's all right.
So
Get back
what's
to
good
work.
with you, man? It's been a while since I've seen you on stream.
Yeah, I've been studying. Are you talking to me?
No, myself. Of course you.
No, if you're talking to one of the other ones, other people.
Nah, screw them. You're the star now.
I've been learning about AWS recently. I'm not going to the dark side.
I'm about to say traitor.
I've been learning a lot about AWS. It's like stuff for school. So that's been very interesting.
Yeah. Anything that you particularly like or dislike about what you've been studying up?
Well, it's just the sheer amount of things that AWS hosts is ridiculous. It's like 40% of the internet. And it makes me realize how much a project like this, Flux, and for like Web 3.0 is important, and it just opens my eyes.
Yeah, understanding AWS, definitely good. Something, once again, I wish I would have studied more of when I had the chance, but set my ways now.
Yeah.
I tried to set stuff up on AWS. It's awful.
Yes.
You have so many options.
King loves it.
What is what here?
I'm just
What
like
do I need?
everything is like kind of like doesn't really tell you what it does. It's like like a mystery. It's like, well, it could do this, maybe. You know what I mean? And it's like I'm just like, dude, just have it just explain what the hell it is. Like what the F?
The problems with AWS, like they don't give you the bare minimum basics. Like this is what you need for this service. It's here's all the options that you have and that you should consider for this. Not this is just what you need to get going. And that's when you have to set up load balancers and you have to do like high availability setups in different regions. Just a massive pain in the ass.
Yeah, I mean that's why they have the certifications, like the DevOps engineer AWS certification. It's like, whoa, there's so much And there's so many certifications too, because there's so many things to learn about, and it's not very upfront on what you're doing, because it's just the sheer amount of things that you can do with it is ridiculous.
Well, maybe that'll be the advantage to Flux, to where
Yeah.
maybe it doesn't try to do everything, but just do a
Yeah.
handful of things very well.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
the
All right.
problem with Flux is that everything that has to be on it is going to have to be an improved workload, which, like, we've already seen from the way it's been explained to me. There's been a few people who try to use it for, like, I wouldn't say necessarily nefarious activities, but
Mhm.
questionable activities on other people's basically internet connections on their home networks. And then it's like certain loads, I would assume certain applications will only be on the higher level nodes that are
Mhm.
basically data center hosted, because that's the type of service level agreements they need,
Yeah.
Yeah.
or the type of
well,
security
Geek of all trades, the certification is the Cloud Partitioner certification.
Yeah, he's Amazon no, he's a Microsoft Azure guy. That's
Yeah.
the
cloud
place to be as well.
partitioning
Yeah.
sounds like after too many beans for dinner.
Yeah.
Google Cloud, their network is banging. I'm surprised they don't have more of the
Yeah.
market share there, because they have their
Yeah.
architecture, like the amount of like interconnects that they have laid between their different data centers is just outrageous. It's better than what AWS has to offer, but AWS is way too feature centric. Like, they have more offerings than Google Cloud is right now. So
All
They
right.
have like blockchain services, which is pretty ridiculous. Like, I wouldn't expect that.
well,
to
for
come from them.
validators, they would love to host all the validators for the proof of stake POS game.
Yeah, because they
Right.
would get a huge cut of that. I bet. I don't know how their system works.
Become
Well-
centralized, and not, and then
Well,
I
it
forget
also,
go ahead.
well, I mean, if they're going to have, say, 60% of all the validators on there, they can inject on the back end and basically become their own man in the middle,
Yeah.
which is
Well, it becomes a censored network. They have to be OFAC compliant then, which
Yeah.
they would love. They would love to have that power. Look, I'm waiting for the next AWS outage just to watch Ethereum burn.
Yeah.
going to be amazing.
Wasn't
So-
there one in 2021?
So
or
I'm
something
changing.
like that?
I'm gonna change. Hold on, Rylan. I'm gonna change the subject because we've been going for like over 2 hours now. We're gonna end it on this note. And I'll start with you, Rylan, since you're the biggest YouTuber here. Is
Why am I the biggest YouTuber here?
Got more subs than us.
so. Anyways, I want to hear in the next bull run. What's your price prediction on Flux?
On Flux. Like it fluctuates, pun intended, but I mean it's
pretty
just all
good.
dependent on how the market goes. But I'd say I could definitely see it go up to like $3 in the future. That's like the near year future. Within the next year, at the absolute best, because it isn't. We're looking at coin market cap here. So, what's the current market cap of Flux? 360 million or 250 million, something like that.
226 million.
I mean, like, if that goes to $1 billion, which if you look at other coin market caps, that's not unrealistic. Then it goes to almost $3, about 250 ish. So yeah, I can definitely see in the near future it going $3-4 even.
Is that your final answer for the bull run? $3 ish.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. We're going to Patrick.
He's not a true believer.
We're going to Patrick.
1250.
1250. I like it. I like this guy right here. There you go. All right. We're going to Vistang, the OOG in the group here.
In a bull
Original
run,
gangster.
I think Flux it has a bright future. It has actual usability. A lot of these other coins don't. I like to look at the price or project based on market cap, kind of like Rylan was just mentioning. If some of these other coins have a large market cap, I think that Flux is really undervalued compared to those. So I think Flux could be in the billions of dollars worth for market cap, easily 5 to 10 billion. So whatever the price is with that. So maybe $10, $8.
Okay, all right. I know you're not a GPU miner, Joe, but what do you think about Flux? What do you think the price is going to be?
50 easily.
$50?
There's so many factors. There's 50. At least. There's just too many factors. There's actually like utility people understand and want to invest in, and they have the spotlight in the crypto sphere. They also have other crypto projects building on their infrastructure
Platform, right?
There's staking built into all the nodes, so that further raises demand on that token and locks up liquidity.
That is one thing they do embrace all the other projects. So that is a good thing that they do.
Certainly, I think there's going to be there's going to be other crypto projects that are whitelisted to be built on Flux nodes. So there's going to be people paying to use this network. They're going to have more features, certainly within the coming year and a half, 2 years. So I think, 50 is.
Go ahead, Rylan. You go ahead. I interrupted you. Go ahead, say what you have to say, because I'm going to ask Hawk when he gets back.
If it goes to $50, I'm buying myself a Tesla. No, I'm just kidding.
Do it.
And you got that much Flux? There you go, man.
Not quite, but
right.
by the time it actually gets there.
Okay, all right. Now we're going to talk to the marketing guy, the Dan Keller of the group here. All right, Hawk.
I'm working. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I know. Price of Flux next bull run. So far, so these are the numbers that the other, panel members have said. Ryland's at 350. Patrick's at like 12-ish, right? 1250. This thing's around $8 to $10. Joe, and I like Joe's answer here. He says 50.
Bro, Flux? Are you kidding?
Yep. What do you?
Yep. $100 to $300. Easy. Easy.
$300. Daddy's not buying any formula anymore. Got a second investment plan.
$100 to $300. Easy.
Kids can get their own bill.
So all right. So I gotta ask, why so high? You're the highest one out of everybody so far.
I can't answer that.
He's just throwing numbers out now. Oh man, there was I believe it was Mass Boost who showed me a chart, right, of percentage of growth, right, of how much the price difference was on Flux on the last bull run, I think it was, and it was like 16,000%. So if you do the same math from right now or around this, right, we should be around the $100-ish something mark. So I'm saying sometime, I'm thinking it's going to be at least around. So I would be in the Joe area. I'm going to say between $50 and $100 is where it's going to lie at. Mm-hmm. I think that's pretty accurate, man. And I know right now it's not there, but everybody wanted a coin to kind of rise up, and the coin is rising, man. They're probably the most active, crypto project out there in the space right now for proof of work.
Guys, Flux has way more going than Ethereum did at this time of its life. If Flux and Ethereum were level right now and they both started around this time, Flux was ahead of the game.
Yeah, there's a good website called, I think, Market Cap of. What, Mike?
No, sorry. Go ahead. No.
Oh, yeah, it's called Market Cap of, and it kind of I like using it because it kind of puts it in perspective compared to when you're comparing, smaller cap coins to larger cap. So you can kind of see, like, if Flux had the market cap of Bitcoin or Ethereum or Litecoin or whatever it is, what would the price of Flux be? So it's kind of a cool tool. King has it up here. Yeah. So if you type in Flux there, I'm just dragging the stream on here, King. But it's a
Okay.
cool tool, you know, if you're ever interested.
All right. Flux, and then what are we comparing it to? I guess.
Well, Ethereum. Mike just mentioned
Okay.
Ethereum, so it's
Seven-
kind of
seven-
But that's well, hold on, time out. That's if Flux goes to right now where Ethereum is.
yeah. If they were valued at the same, if they both
Yeah,
had the same market cap.
Dude, and I'm telling you, in the future, within like 5-10 years, that's gonna be Flux easily. Watch easily.
Is that financial advice?
Not financial advice. My attorney's on the call with me. Just saying. That's gonna be it easily. Just my
Alright.
opinion, not financial advice. That's my opinion based on what I see them doing, and with the rate that they're going. Easy. It'd be effortless.
One of my coding teachers was just talking about how Web 3.0 is going to be the future of development, and that's, I mean, I agree. It's what it's going to be.
It's easy. Trust me. 5 years from now, Panda's going to make a video on it. He's going to use this clip. Easy. What? Just wait. Just wait.
Hold on. Hey, hold on.
Wait.
And then he says, "Clipped." Remind me 5 years.
Completely easy, bro. Not even
Panda,
kidding.
you got to do a Mr. Beast, right? You got to make your video right now of your reaction to it and set it to play in 5 years.
There you go, man. Do it, Panda. Yeah. So, anyways, I appreciate everybody tonight. We're almost at like 2.5 hours. She's going forever. I'm surprised this tag is still with us, man. Thanks
I'm about to fall asleep. Mike needs to walk in the Airbnb. Is super quiet.
Yeah, right. I'm gonna come wake you up. We got some contracts to send out.
Yeah, we've been roommates for the past couple months.
Yeah, threaten me with a good time. No more Airbnbs. I can't do it anymore. I can't.
This
I can't
isn't
do it.
bad.
I can't do it.
What?
I can't do it.
Dude, the Airbnb thing is awesome, man. I have a great time there. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well,
I did my first one
no.
recently. It was fun.
No,
Look, this time I'll even bring an extra tube of toothpaste so you don't have to share with me.
no, that's good.
Now that's some bonding. Then a score for me, then a score for you.
Oh my God.
Y'all gonna be 80 years old, going to your data center.
Oh
Y'all
yeah.
gonna be sharing this pair of dentures.
Gross. No, just
All right. All right, guys. Thank you everybody for coming on the stream. Thank you to all of our guests, Crypto Bedell, Joey, Bot. I don't remember his name. It's
Hot Crusher.
Bot Crusher.
Bot Crusher. That's what it is. And then we got Patrick, of course, the biggest YouTube sensation ever, Ryland. And then we have Vistang from GPU Risers, and we have obviously Hawk and myself, the Mining King. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Remember, next week, TerraHash Tuesday will be on Hawk's channel, so stay tuned. All right, guys. We'll catch you later. Peace.
See you guys.
Take care.